Bridges are a source of anxiety and terror for many people. It's even been given a name: gephyrophobia. Acrophobia, a disorder characterized by an excessive fear of heights, is another concern that people face when driving across bridges. But it's not just the bridges, but also there are some scary roads for drivers. These roads are known for their precipitous drops, small passages, difficult conditions, and unforgiving terrain, and they require the highest level of driving expertise. So, whether you're planning your next adventure or just want to scare yourself, here are 10 of the world's most difficult, dangerous, and scariest bridges and roads to travel. But before we start our countdown, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also hit the bell icon for all the latest updates. 10. Zhangjiajie Glass Bridge, China. The Zhangjiajie Glass Bridge in China is now the world's highest suspension footbridge, and its entire design was created to appeal to thrill seekers because of its terrifying unique feature, glass bottom panels that allow users to see approximately 1,000 feet below where they're standing. This beautiful bridge has become a tourist draw since it opened in 2016. Only 600 people are allowed on the bridge at a time, and the bravest tourists can bungee jump from a platform that is 984 feet in the air. Tickets must be purchased in advance. 9. Sichuan-Tibet Highway, China. This 1,330-mile highway connects Chengdu, Sichuan, and Lhasa, Tibet. This highway might take up to 15 days to travel. It is a typical route for lorry and truck drivers that travel the 14 high mountains with an elevation of 4,000 meters on a daily basis. It's a tour that takes you through some of the world's most beautiful open spaces. The scenery is typically described as stunning and ever-changing by visitors. This spectacular highway, however, is on the list due to its notoriously terrible driving surfaces and mazes of steep mountainside hairpins. Landslides and rock avalanches are common along this road, and the local army is always on guard 24 hours a day. It has half the oxygen found at sea level and swings down the mountainside, crossing multiple famous rivers via dangerous bridges. Unfortunately, a bus traveling the route reportedly drove off the pass in 2011, killing 16 people. Many people who have traveled this path feel that the dangers are worth it, only to see the joyful and magnificent scenery along the way. 8. 7 Mile Bridge, Florida. Typically tropical storms and hurricanes like Irma, which hit the area a few years ago. This bridge is very dangerous to cross. Knight's Key and Little Duck Key are connected by this 7-mile bridge. It's a straightforward 2-lane causeway that climbs only 65 feet above the water's edge. Most of the time, this little bridge isn't all that frightening. Its location, however, puts it vulnerable to tropical storms. This is the second bridge constructed on the property. The original was a less durable structure, with a swing span to allow boats to sail through, remnants of which still exist. This one was made to be more durable and able to withstand storms. This bridge, despite its strength, is typically closed during storms and other severe weather. 7. Austrian Road, Kazakhstan. Is there a road that connects Kazakhstan with Austria? Change your views. The Austro-Hungarian prisoners of war who built this 37-mile route between 1915 and 1917 are named for them. The route leads drivers from the 990-meter-high Bakhtarma Valley in eastern Kazakhstan to the 2,137-meter-high Barkhastki Pass. The shabby path, which was forged with picks and shovels, meanders through a national park and provides breathtaking views of the Karakoram River. However, don't gaze out the window for too long. Decrepit bridges routinely fall into disrepair. Makeable. If you're lucky enough to understand a drive with all crossing intact, check the weather forecast to avoid potentially disastrous landslides, which have been known to strike without notice. 5. Confederation Bridge, Prince Edward Island, Canada. Imagine crossing an 8-mile bridge made entirely of ice. It's a nerve-wracking encounter that could lead to plenty of nightmares. On the Confederation Bridge, which connects Prince Edward Island and New Brunswick, this is the reality 5 months of the year. The world's longest crossing over ice-packed water is still this curved construction, which has been around for a decade. It's an engineering marvel because it can withstand the tremendous ice flows that slam into it on a daily basis. Its design includes pointed shields at the bottom of their piers that break up ice and prevents the foundation from being damaged. Experts predict that because of this innovation, the bridge will be able to last more than a century, even in such harsh conditions. Although the Confederation Bridge can withstand ice, it is a dangerous location to be during a windstorm. During high winds, certain types of vehicles are not permitted to cross it. Every 6 minutes, it updates its webpage with new wind advisories. 5. Taroko Gorge Road, Taiwan. In the Aboriginal Truku tribe's language, Taroko means magnificent and splendid, terms that refer to the scenery of the national park rather than your driving experience. The Gorge route, which connects the country's east and west coast of hairpin turns, tight passageways, and blind curves, is made up of a series of tunnels dug into a mountain along the Taiwanese Grand Canyon, where their bus failed to ascend an incline on the road in 2012. A driver and 13 tourists were lucky to escape with their lives. Their vehicle rolled rearward, colliding with one of the few obstacles and crashing down a slope, injuring the passengers. The regular earthquakes and typhoons that cause rock falls may also make your trek through this extremely dangerous route more difficult. 4. Mackinac Bridge, Michigan. Consider a bridge that causes so much fear in drivers that they park in a panic before crossing it. The Mackinac Bridge, which connects Michigan's upper and lower peninsulas, is an example of this. This 60-year-old bridge spans more than 26,000 feet and rises 200 feet over the Mackinac Straits below. The wind on the bridge frequently surpasses 30 miles per hour, and the bridge's central deck is built to swing 35 feet to the right or left. This was done to account for the effects of wind and temperature changes. Employees of the Mackinac Bridge Authority will take nervous motorists' vehicles over the bridge for free. Because the problem is so widespread, the agency felt it was vital to provide this service. Wind warnings are posted on the bridge's website so that tourists can prepare for their crossing. 3. Karakoram Highway, China, Pakistan. The Karakoram Highway, or KKH, connects China and Pakistan over 800 kilometers and is perched 4,693 meters above sea level. It was begun in 1959 and finished in 1986, but only after 810 Pakistani and 82 Chinese laborers died in the construction process. The road has been dubbed the 8th wonder of the world, yet it has recently taken the lives of tourists and residents alike. In October 2018, a passenger bus crashed into a steep gorge, killing 17 residents. A tourist was killed and 3 others were injured when a landslide smashed a van on the famed highway the same year. 2. Lake Ponchartrain, Causeway Bridge, Louisiana. What is it about this bridge that makes it so terrifying? When drivers are in the center of the bridge, they can't see land. The Lake Ponchartrain Causeway Bridge is a 24-mile-long construction that spans Lake Ponchartrain and connects New Orleans to Mandeville, Louisiana. Police have had to rescue nervous drivers who panicked while crossing the bridge and came to a halt in the middle of the road. This bridge has been in use for over 60 years and only stands 16 feet above the lake's waters. It remains the longest bridge over water in the world. It gives frightened drivers the impression that it will never end. On foggy days, these sensations can be amplified. 1. Yungas Road, Death Road, Bolivia. The ominously called Death Road connects Caracoram and La Paz, Bolivia's capital city, along a 43-mile span. The route's highest point is 4,650 meters, and drivers will frequently find themselves traversing tight gravel tracks well above cloud level. If that wasn't awful enough, there are over 200 vertigo-induced hairpin curves, some with 1,100-meter sheer drops. On Yungas Road, the most notable occurrence occurred when a bus veered into a canyon, killing 100 passengers and becoming Bolivia's deadliest road accident on record. Until 1994, about 300 people died every year while traveling on the road. The North Yungas Road was the sole way to get from Caracoram to La Paz until 2006. The route was only one land wide and was used by any vehicle willing to travel. Finally, in 2009, the government built a new route along a nearby mountain range. The new highway has 2 lanes and is in good condition. North Yungas presently has 2 lanes of traffic, as well as new pavement, drainage systems, and guardrails. Despite this, people continue to die here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. How do you feel about the list? Do you believe it should be rearranged, or should it remain the same? Please let us know what you think in the comment section below. Remember to subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in another video soon.